Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the most remarkable stories unfolding in modern tennis. A story not only about rankings and results, but about magnetism, momentum, and a level of popularity so explosive that one respected voice in the sport has compared it to the cultural phenomenon of Taylor Swift. Yes, you heard that correctly. Alexandra Eala, at just 20 years old, is being spoken about not merely as a rising tennis star, but as an attraction of rare magnitude, a player whose presence alone can transform a tournament atmosphere into something closer to a concert than a sporting event. Despite not yet winning a WTA Tour title and currently sitting at world number 31, Eala's popularity has surged to extraordinary heights. Her breakthrough run to the semifinals of the Miami Open last March marked a turning point, not just in her career, but in the way the tennis world perceives her. Before Miami, she was viewed as a promising talent with strong junior credentials and a solid developmental foundation. After Miami, she became something entirely different. She became an event. The turning point wasn't just about the victories she secured, including a stunning win over a Grand Slam champion, but about the electricity that followed her from court to court. Each match drew larger crowds. Each round brought more anticipation. Fans didn't just attend her matches. They arrived early. They lined walkways. They filled practice courts. And that wave of attention has not slowed since. Back home in the Philippines, Eala has become a national icon. But her popularity extends far beyond her homeland. During tournaments in Australia earlier this season, crowds flocked not only to her matches, but to her training sessions. Practice courts were packed. Autograph lines stretched endlessly. The sense was clear. Fans weren't simply curious, they were invested. It is this phenomenon that prompted Sky Sports tennis presenter Gigi Salmon to make an extraordinary comparison during a recent Sky Sports tennis event in London. In terms of her appeal, the crowds that follow her, Salmon said, she might already be the biggest star. That statement alone is bold. But Salmon didn't stop there. She recalled the scenes from Miami last year, where she personally interviewed Eala several times during that semifinal run. The crowds she described were phenomenal, swelling with every round, growing louder with each victory. And then came the Middle East swing. In Dubai, Salmon explained, it was like a pop concert. It was like Taylor Swift was playing. Imagine that imagery for a moment. A tennis stadium transformed into something resembling a global music tour stop. Screaming fans, flags waving, an atmosphere charged with emotion long before the first serve. It's not a comparison made lightly. Taylor Swift represents one of the most powerful fan-driven movements in global entertainment. To liken a tennis player's following to that level of devotion underscores just how unique Eala's appeal has become. Of course, such fervor can carry risks. Salmon acknowledged that the intensity of that spotlight could eventually become a burden. Expectations rise. Pressure mounts. The weight of a nation, and now an international fan base, can be heavy. Yet for now, Eala appears to be thriving. She thanked them all, Salmon noted. She's a superstar. I just think she's got everything. That everything extends beyond charisma. On the court, Eala possesses a dynamic left-handed game capable of producing sharp angles and aggressive shot-making. She hits a heavy ball. She moves fluidly. Her tactical awareness has grown noticeably over the past year. She trains at the prestigious Rafael Nadal Academy, a detail Salmon referenced when discussing Eala's long-term potential. Years of structured development under that system have given her technical stability and professional discipline. She trains at the renowned Rafael Nadal Academy, where years of disciplined development have refined her technique and professionalism. The Academy's emphasis on mental resilience and structure progression is evident in her approach. Still, there's a clear next step. In Dubai, she was comprehensively defeated by Gauff, a reminder that while her popularity may rival the sport's biggest names, consistently challenging the very best remains a work in progress. The gap between star power and sustained dominance is where her future will be defined. At 20, however, time is firmly on her side. Physical strength, endurance, and tactical nuance often mature with experience. Salmon expressed optimism about what lies ahead, particularly looking toward 2026 as a year when Eala's growth could accelerate further. She hits a big ball, Salmon emphasized, underscoring the raw tools at her disposal. With continued development, those tools could translate into deeper runs at the sport's biggest events. Eala herself remains grounded amid the whirlwind. In an exclusive conversation last year, she reflected on the aftermath of Miami, a tournament that altered her public profile almost overnight. Sponsors reached out. Media requests multiplied. Comparisons surfaced to Emma Raducanu following her stunning 2021 U.S. Open triumph. Yet Eala insisted her daily routine remained unchanged. She credited her team for maintaining structure and focus despite the surge in attention. While her broader perspective evolved, recognizing new opportunities and responsibilities, her work ethic and attention to detail did not waver. What happened in Miami was definitely a big surprise, she admitted. But during the event itself, she deliberately avoided looking too far ahead. She didn't study the draw. She approached each match individually, understanding that every round presented a formidable obstacle. That mindset proved invaluable. It allowed her to compete freely, unburdened by projections or expectations. The Miami run also provided validation. Victories against top-tier opponents, including a memorable win over Iga Swiatek, confirmed that her level could match the sport's elite. Yet she remains realistic. Confidence, she says, is one thing. Consistency is another. She acknowledges there is still significant work required before she can establish herself permanently among the top contenders. Beyond tennis, her foundation remains her family. Eala frequently highlights their central role in her journey. From early encouragement to logistical sacrifices, they built the structure that enabled her career to flourish. Their presence keeps her grounded amid growing fame. They built the path I walked on, she explained, emphasizing the importance of her roots. In Filipino culture, family bonds run deep, and she carries that ethos with her wherever she competes. Now, as the spotlight intensifies once again heading into the grass court season, another milestone awaits. Her debut in the main draw at Wimbledon Championships. Grass presents a unique challenge. The Philippines has limited grass facilities, and she has joked that her earliest experiences on the surface resembled casual backyard rallies more than professional preparation. Yet she embraces the opportunity. Grass rewards adaptability and quick thinking. It demands sharp reflexes and confident shot selection. For a player still refining her all-court game, it offers both a challenge and an opportunity. As she prepares for the English summer, the broader question lingers. Can she convert extraordinary popularity into sustained excellence? History suggests that fan devotion alone does not guarantee championships, but it can fuel belief. It can energize performance. It can create moments that transcend statistics. Alexandra Eala stands at a unique crossroads. Not yet a Grand Slam champion, not yet entrenched in the top 10, but already commanding attention that rivals the sport's most established figures. Her matches feel like events. Her presence reshapes atmospheres. Her story resonates far beyond the baseline. Whether or not the Taylor Swift comparison proves prophetic, one thing is certain. Alex Eala is no longer simply a rising talent. She is an experience, and the tennis world is watching closely to see how high this extraordinary journey will climb.